So I've done the rear tail lights on the Mk4 Mondeo. I'm now going to be doing the front headlights, including the fog lights and everything else. I did contact Andy Brooks shortly after that other video I'd done and asked him about the indicators, and he said he had sent them out to us. So I'm going to carry on, get the front lights done now, the H7s and the H1s, side lights and the fogs. So let's crack on. So for this one, Andy sent me these are the H1s, I believe. Yeah, H1 and H7s, should say somewhere there. And I'm going to use my new tool I've got, which is a 3/8 drive by Ryobi. Some of the guys in the previous videos said to get something like this, so I've got a decent one. I've already done the passenger light to see how they fit and have a little trial with it, and to work out a decent way of wiring them up so I can show you without all the faff. So let's get the headlight off the car and bring it into the workbench here and crack on. So let's go to the car, get the headlight out. So what I'm going to do is remove the headlight, T30 here, T30 here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo this Allen key here, which means I can pull the front of the bumper forwards to help slide the headlight out. Then what it means is I can lift this tab up here as part of the front bumper, pop the front of the headlight out, then it should slide out. Like that. Just undone the tab from here and get it on the bench. And take it and put it on the bench. So you got to remove this back cover here. Should be two tabs, one this side and one this side, but obviously one's broken. Just remove it. We're going to do the easy one first, which is the H7. This is this one. Okay, so I've got them at hand. In this kit that Andy sent, it does come with some instructions. Just throw them in the bin. Comes with the actual LED, which is this. Okay, quite nice design, and a LED holder, which is a little plastic piece like this. Now what you do with this, took me a little while to get it sorted, but on the bottom of here you lift up here and pull this connector off. Your LED clicks into here, That's quite easily done. Take the bulb out carefully. Okay, so let's just disconnect this a second, because what you've got to do, I can hold it closer to the camera this time, like this. See, turn this piece anti-clockwise and it slides off. Put this piece over like that. With these, you got like 4 little leg pins and the springs on this side, and then you put this piece back on, turn it clockwise, and the tabs should line up here and at the bottom. And you slot that in. So once you've got all this connected how you need it to be, you've got this slits here, and they slide over here and here, and you've got 2 little pins at the bottom. They click over the little lip here. Make sure this top piece, as you'll see, sits in the gap at the top. It's a bit fiddly. Just got to persevere with it, and it will go in. There you go. And that is the first one in. Just connect it up. Then all I do with this bit is tuck it down here out the way, and that's fine. It's out the way, be alright. Then it's the H1 next, which is this one just here. Now this one's a little bit more difficult because it so I just readjusted the camera for a sec to try and get a better shot on this. So it's the same as before really. You little clip at the bottom here, you lift and pull, and the bulb comes away quite nicely. Now the only difference with this one, okay, with the H1s, okay, is it comes with a holder as well. However, it actually comes with 2 crimps like so. Okay, now I've spoken to Andy about this, and he assures me that that's correct, which is obvious. But then I was looking around this connector thinking, well, where does this black one go? And he reckons that tucking it down in there like that, or on this side, is sufficient. Okay, it works, yeah, because it's made a connection, but you know me, I don't like that. Okay, so that probably is sufficient. It probably will work. In fact, I know it will work. I did try. But me, I'm going to trim this cable back here a little bit, reveal a bit more black for the ground, and I'm going to just splice into the ground wire on here and solder it together, and then put some electrical tape around it to make for a better connection. So, but that one there will be fine like so. So I've just repositioned the camera so I've got a bit more, I've got to do a bit more because the legs are in the way of the camera on the tripod. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to cut into these wires here, just splice them, do the same on this here. I'm going to push this back, trim it back, so I can reveal some more of the black cable, and hopefully it makes sense. Move the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. Good start, wasn't it? So let me go remove this little heat shrink. A lot of good they do. Should come off here. That's that off as well. Sorry, I keep knocking the camera, don't I? So the plan now is just to reveal a bit more, about another inch or so, blade, whatever's length of cable, just carefully. You don't want to cut too far and then damage the wire. So just take your time when doing this. And to reveal a bit more wire on here. Let's get this bit off. It's not going to hurt, I could leave it on there to be fair. Alright. Plug that in there. You could use a Scotch lock if you really want, but I'm not going to. I'll try to avoid them if I can. So what I'm going to do is just reveal a bit of the cable. Being careful, I have got a tool that does this, but it's indoors and I'm at the garage. Providing you're careful, and if you can do it like that. Then you split the wire to make a like little O loop. Poke the wire through. Do that. Drop a solder on there to connect it, and then some electrical tape. So, got myself one of these little it takes a little while for it to go. They're ideal little things. I have got power out here, but I'm going to get myself another soldering iron. Didn't take a lot. Zoom in and show you. See, and then just wrap this in some electrical tape. and that's another job done. And that way, if you need to use the original connectors again, you still can. Right, let's get the bulb into place. Excuse the seagulls, I'm making a load of racket again. This one sits slightly different. You take the sleeve off, the actual LED, like I've taken it off, it just slides off. And then, see if I can do it. Just sits in. Like that. You get the plastic clip and push this over it. Gotta admit, it's quite fiddly with the camera right in front of me. Get something to help me push it on there. Then all you do is get your LED, put the cable and all the wiring out of the way. And then this just slots straight into that bracket. Like so. And that should be it. Put the cover back on. If I put it down the bottom, check them. Then reinstall it, plug it back in. Job's done. Let's get this back on the car, same way as it come out. All that's left to do now is just check it all. So I'm going to go and start it up and try it. Side lights on. Low beams, which is this one. Then we'll go for the high beam, this one. Nice one, working lovely. Quite blinding really. And then let's turn the fogs on for good measures. Raining and all. And there you go. All that's left to do is the indicators. Handy sending me them. That's another job done. So there you have it, guys. Whoa. Blinding, all done. Good product, really bright. A little bit fiddly to do. Like Andy Brooks said, you can just put the little spade connector into that hole that I showed you, and it should be fine. However, I don't feel that's up to standard, so I spliced into the wire, and soldered it and got it all going. So it's working nicely, as you see. Nice upgrade. Definitely recommend Andy's stuff. And again, in this video and the link in the description, sorry, there is a link. Can't get my words out today. Just because I'm working and it is raining and I'm outside doing this. And but that's it. So in the next few videos, I know I've said it before and I keep dropping little hints, but the ST is making a comeback for a good video. Got to wait for the rain to disappear for a bit so I can do some painting, but I'll show you what I'm going to be doing next on the ST. Alright, so I've already made a start. The side skirt's down there. Just one. I'll just lay it on the floor for now, but as you can see, it's the final facelift one. So it's just got to be painted to match the colour of the car, because the actual car is machine silver, and I believe this is either Stardust or Moondust Silver, or whatever it's called. But they do look smarter. So, and I'm going to be putting them on. So I'll have to remove these, put them on. So that's the next project on the ST to be done. So stay tuned and subscribe for that. So be sure to stay tuned for that video with the side skirts to be done. That will be coming up shortly. And also, if you like Andy Brooks's products and want to do the same to either your Mark 3 or Mark 4, he can do all cars, to be fair, but this is just what I've got. Be sure to check the link out in the description for his Facebook page and tell him that I sent you. If you're a new viewer, as always, consider leaving a like and consider subscribing. And we're getting close to something like 8,000 subscribers now. So considering I just used 2 cars, I don't think 8,000 subscribers is too bad. So I want to aim for 10k by the end of the year, which is laughable. Doable, but laughable, if that makes any sense. You know, I'd like to see it, but if it don't, I don't. I don't really set any pressure on myself to get these videos done, but I wouldn't mind seeing 10k by the end of the year. So as always, thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye for now.